Welcome to our weekly show for the National Association of Independent Medical Practices. You can find us at NAIMP.org. NAIMP is an organization focused on helping independent medical practices become more successful by providing innovative discussions, networking with like-minded professionals, and opportunities for growth, education, and increased revenue. Check out our website today at naimp.org.
Hello, this is Shirley Cress Dudley, and welcome to today's show. I'm your host for NAIMP, and today I'm also the speaker. I'll be discussing some of the creative docs that I've met and what they do to stay independent, and I hope these examples will help you grow your practice and become more successful. My background, briefly, because a few of you have asked, is that I'm a licensed professional counselor with a master's degree in marriage and family counseling and also a master's degree in education. I've had my own marriage and family counseling practice, and I've also managed several multi-specialty medical practices with two of the major hospital systems here in Charlotte, North Carolina. I'm a certified medical practice executive and a fellow in the American College of Medical Practice Executives. Now, when I was working as an administrator for medical practices that were part of large hospital systems, I missed helping people. The higher I moved in the organization, the more I learned that what was most important to these large hospital systems was the dollar and not the patient. And I realized that the independent doctors really care for the patients first, the people first, and can provide better care to the individual. And that's why I founded NAIMP, to help the independent doctor or dentist or other medical practitioner grow their practice and become more successful. So let's go through these slides and we'll review some of the examples of practices who have used their creativity to get more patients, raise their revenue, and become more successful so that they can stay independent and offer the very best care to their patients. Now, just a side note, is most of my examples today are from my hometown of Charlotte, North Carolina. Now, we've had speakers in the last few months from all over the United States, and we continue to welcome experts and speakers from all 50 states so that all of us can continue to expand our knowledge of how to provide the very best care while running a successful and profitable practice. Okay, let's get started. All right. Now, independent means thinking outside of the box. That means the services that you offer, the ways you present these services, and the programs that you create. Here's an example. The first is Carolina Family Healthcare. It's a family practice, and yet this family practice offers, and you'll see, weight loss, cool sculpting, supplements, allergy clinic, and I'm not going to read, well, actually I'll read the whole list because of those of you on the podcast. Cardiac risk screening, ultrasound, electrocardiograms, autism, sports physicals, healthy lifestyle coach, pre-diabetes testing, male and woman hormone therapy, dermal fillers, advanced lipid testing, and sleep center. Now, some of these you're saying, well, we already offer that. We provide care for allergies. We provide sports physicals. We can do pre-diabetes testing. Well, yes, you may provide that, but do your patients know that you provide it? So in this case, it's putting it out there, phrasing it in a way where patients say, oh, I didn't know I had to go somewhere else. I'm so glad I could come here to my family practice doctor for these services. Now, some of the more innovative is weight loss, cool sculpting, the dermal fillers, and then the male and female hormone therapy. America is getting older, the baby boomers, and that is such a prevalent issue right now. And you probably already deal with this issue every day if you're a family practice or internist. But putting it out there, putting it on your website and letting people know that they can come to their family practice doc, their internal med doctor for those needs makes a big difference. And then sleep center. I believe they're subcontracting out for someone that's doing a sleep center and using part of their space. So a very creative example, Carolina Family Healthcare. Here's another one, Learn to Lose. Now this is a weight loss center, but they also do bioidentical hormones, Botox, dermal fillers, chemical peels, the vampire facelift, the O-shot, which is part of the vampire trademarking procedures. And then also they, and these are other practices I'm putting together along with Learn to Lose, is facial creams, eye creams, body lotions, so that there's so much that you can add other than just your basic services. And what this practice did is the women and men were losing weight, and they started to look good and feel better about themselves, and they wanted more of the aesthetic type services, and asked the doctor, and he started to provide the various services that you see, the Botox, fillers, peels, as a way to grow his practice and also to keep his patients there and keep his patients happy, provide more services for them. Okay, next slide. Chiro Carolina in Charlotte, North Carolina, a chiropractor that has added weight loss supplements, also relationships with other business in town, such as personal injury attorneys, where they refer back and forth, and is very active in the medical community, serving on boards, volunteering in various activities, especially volunteering in the veterans community, and developing a lot of relationships with the other doctors in the medical community, where they are now referring to Chiro Carolina. So some good ideas there. And here's another chiropractor, Chiropractic and Wellness Center. I believe they're in Durham, North Carolina. And they've added a massage therapist, contracted and added a massage therapist. And they've also listed corrective exercises and lifestyle advice. Now you may say, and this would cover many different types of practitioners, not just a chiropractor, but that you already offer corrective exercises. You have them printed out and ready to give to your patient, and you offer lifestyle advice every day. Well, that might be something with people looking on the internet to become more healthy and live longer, even though that is something that you do every day, and you know that that's a service you offer, you need to put it in writing on your website. There may be a better way for you to phrase it to let your patients know that you're there to help them with a healthy lifestyle. Here's another. Mecklenburg Foot and Ankle, podiatrist in town, and they're adding a pharmacy, which will add additional revenue but also make it so much easier for their patients. Also, to make it easier for their patients, they can purchase medical equipment, medical supplies. In the future, they're going to add a physical therapist. And then also another idea for podiatrists, I don't know if this particular one uses it or not, but there are surgical medical kits that you can get in which you can bill a higher rate and provide much better care for your patients in surgery during the surgical, actual surgical procedure. So that's Mecklenburg Foot and Ankle. Here's another, Medical Access, and this one is in Germantown, Maryland. What they've done is take an internal medicine and add an urgent care. So with the urgent care, they've increased to 7 days a week and increased their hours. And then also, in addition to functioning as internal med and primary care, they're also reaching out to the occupational medicine community through offering occupational health to various businesses in town. So this is another very creative internal medicine practice. Now let's move on to examples of dentists. Ballantine Center for Dentistry. You can offer more than just the cleanings and crowns. You can offer 6-month smiles, dental implants. Sedation dentistry is very big right now. Sleep apnea, porcelain veneers. And then not this particular dentist, but others are offering Botox and fillers. Now, some of this might be a bit controversial, but I want you just to consider being creative, offering what are your patients looking for, what do your patients need. Something else that will help you is to join your local independent associations. Now, just in the few months that NAIMP has started, we've developed relationships with the Independent Physicians of the Carolinas and also the Association of Independent Doctors. There are many other organizations out there local to your state and also nationwide, including NAIMP, the National Association of Independent Medical Practices. Just coming to our weekly podcasts or webinars and learning every single week, and we'll continue to search out and find these associations and experts for you to continue to educate you. So stay independent. And what does that mean? It means adding additional services to benefit your current patient base. Contract out, like the example of the massage therapist or adding the pharmacy, to add complementary services, ones that do not compete with you but help your practice grow. And I believe I forgot to go back one more slide. With the dentist, another thing that they did is they went from 2 dentists to 3 dentists. And that's something else you can do, is add more doctors to your practice. Now, research your market and phrase your services in creative ways, like the corrective exercises that probably everyone on this podcast and webinar offers corrective exercises, but you don't tell your patients or promote that. So there are ways to mention the things that you do every day that will help your patients be healthier and realize that they don't have to go out and seek other organizations. Now, NAIMP is always looking for more creative speakers. If you'd like to share the ways that you grow your medical practices, or you have some knowledge that would benefit our independent medical, dental, and other practitioners, we would love to hear from you. Email us at admin@naimp.org. And we encourage all of you to listen to our weekly podcasts on iTunes. We're in the new and noteworthy. And watch our weekly webinars on naimp.org. And don't forget social media, Facebook, Twitter, our LinkedIn group. So I want to thank you today for listening. We have a lot of creative doctors out there, and we would love to hear from you. So contact admin@NAIMP and tell us your creative ideas, the ways that you've grown your practice so that others can learn and continue to provide quality care to their patients and still remain successful and independent. And this is Shirley Cress Dudley, and I thank you for your time today and look forward to seeing you again soon.